Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art and welcome to another video of mine. Yeah, this is I've been kind of trying to do this for a while. And this is a movie review, okay? I call it the Mega Movie Review. There's 5 movies that I'm going to review, and I'm going to try to do them all within less than 20 minutes. So bear with me. Majority of you have probably seen these movies. And if you haven't, I've seen them so that way you may or may not want to. No matter what I say about the movie, it's up to you to determine if this movie's right for you or if you want to see this movie. I don't care about critics or Rotten Tomatoes. I'd rather see the movie myself to judge it for my own self. And plus, a lot of times, you look at these critics. I always say make up your own mind. But anyway, without further ado, the first movie is Snake Eyes. Now, just like any other kid from the 80s, when G.I. Joe came out, Snake Eyes was your most favorite character. He was a ninja, which I liked. He was a soldier, which I also liked. Didn't say a damn word. He let his actions speak for itself. When they did, in the mid-2000s, when they did the 2 G.I. Joe movies, Ray Park was Snake Eyes, and that was phenomenal. His scenes was like the best scenes in the whole movie, in my opinion. So let's make an origin story of Snake Eyes. This guy can talk. Now, according to G.I. Joe lore, Snake Eyes was in the Vietnam War, and then an accident made him lose his voice. Not during the Vietnam War, but during a G.I. Joe mission, he lost his. He got it. I think if I remember correctly, his face got burnt up, and to the point where he had no vocal cords anymore. He talks. He's part of the Yakuza, which is like criminals. All to infiltrate the Ashiraki clan. Akisaraki? I forgot the damn name. The clan to steal their valuable various thing. Because Cobra wants it. Meets up with Storm Shadow. Oh my gosh. Scarlet shows up in this movie. Even the Baroness. Tell you the truth, in my opinion, the Baroness was more spot on than everybody else in this movie. The Baroness was more spot on than everybody else. But this movie supposedly ends like a continuation. Storm Shadow gets kicked out of the clan like he normally does, and Snake Eyes' idea is to try to bring him back, and of course Storm Shadow joins up with Cobra, and guess what? The next movie is gonna be, I guess, he's a Joe now. Now the funny thing is, this is the best G.I. Joe movie yet. I disagree with this dude. Joe Deckham. If this is the best G.I. Joe movie yet, if this is the best, I hate to see the worst. Because this was terrible. With a capital T. Terrible. I was interested. I wish I would never have bought this. Wish I never have bought it. Whew. Without going through, I'm trying to do this without too many spoilers. I'll tell you the overall basic story, but no real spoilers. The next movie, I was interested in this one. Mortal Kombat. No techno music, no techno music to get you hyped up. the first two Mortal Kombat movies, the soundtrack was better than the actual movie itself. Those soundtracks was awesome. The first movie was really good. The second movie was not so great. This movie, the cool thing about it, they rewrote the storyline to a certain extent. They basically used a Sub-Zero versus Scorpion beef rivalry, which I'm a big. When it comes to Mortal Kombat, I love Scorpion. Scorpion was my favorite Mortal Kombat character, next to Cabal. Then second is Cabal, which he's cool in the movie. Cabal is really cool in this movie. The guy who plays Scorpion was awesome. The guy who plays Sub-Zero was awesome. Liu Kang, not so much. And then some random dude who was a distant relative, who was part of the line for Scorpion. What the flippin' flap is that? You know, I'm like some guy who's an MMA fighter who can't fight. He always gets his ass kicked. Is heir to Scorpion bloodline, really? So if they make a new one, they open up for a new one. I guess Johnny Cage will show up in a new one. But this movie, it was kind of cool because, you know, I loved when Scorpion appeared. I was geeking out. Sub-Zero appeared. I was geeking out to a certain extent. Kano, I was like, okay, Kano's kind of cool. But that Sonya Blade, oh my god, atrocious. Jax, atrocious. Everything else about this movie is freaking atrocious. Except for Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I wish, to tell you the truth, I wanted to see this movie so bad. I should have waited till this was in the dollar bin. I probably would have enjoyed it a hell of a lot better. But, you know, paying $20 for it, yeah. Atrocious. Those two movies are so atrocious in my opinion. Now, some of you might watch it and you might actually like it, and that's fine. But my opinion, I say, don't listen to you can listen to my opinion, but make your own decision about these movies. The next one I was kind of excited for, ShangChi. The first Marvel movie that should have no real powers or no real special, and it does. This should have been more of a martial arts flick, and it kind of was. The 10 rings is not about the Mandarin 10 rings that's on his finger, 10 like rings that you wear on your arms. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Then it ties into Iron Man 3. It ties into Iron Man 3. If you remember Iron Man 3, the guy who calls himself the Mandarin of the 10 rings, this is the connection. For the most part, Simu Liu. I mean, at least they have Michelle Yeoh, which is awesome, and Tony Young, which is a good Hong Kong action film stars. Very good. They play their parts really well. This guy right here, the Simu Liu, he played a pretty decent Shang-Chi. Love Wong in the movie. I love the Abomination. They make their cameo appearances in the movie, which is cool. The comedian Aquafina. I'm like, what kind of a name is Aquafina? Seriously? But to tell you the truth, it was kind of funny. This movie actually surprised me. It was actually pretty decent. Very decent. I was pleasantly surprised. Of course, one of the main villains get killed, like they usually do in the Marvel movie. One thing I hate about Marvel movies, quit killing off your villains. Quit killing off the villains. Dude, they should be making okay, like Spider-Man, if you kill off a villain, that's no problem. He has 20 different villains in his rogues gallery. Batman, same kind of way. Superman, saying they got dedicated villains, okay? But Shang-Chi don't really have that many villains, so why would you kill them off? I don't know. He has a twin sister, okay. Alright, cool. Fine. For the most part, I felt it was kind of cool, but how this really fits in, I guess this fits in with the new Doctor Strange movie coming out pretty soon, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But for the most part, I was, like I said, I was pleasantly surprised with this. Pleasantly surprised. It's on Disney Plus if you want to see it for free. Two more left. This movie, I wanted to see. It's an animated movie from DC. DC makes better animated movies than their real life movies. Aquaman was top notch. Trust me, Aquaman was top notch. Wonder Woman was top notch. Wonder Woman 84, not so much. I mean, I do like Batman vs. Superman. I did like that one. I did love the Justice League. The Snyder edition, the Snyder version. Trust me. Beats that lame ass 2-hour abortion hands down. Trust me, in my opinion. But I'm talking about Injustice. Based off the video game franchise. Based off the comic book franchise. What happens is Superman goes mad. Joker does something, without spoiling it, Joker basically causes him to kill 1 million people in Lewis Lane. And he goes off the deep end to say, let's kill off all villains. And Batman fights in against him. And Wonder Woman joins Superman. And all the heroes either on one side or another. It's funny seeing Harley Quinn being a good guy. But this movie was really, really good. Really good. Different from the video game, which I never played. I saw the gameplay of it, which is fine, but so the basic story of Injustice, you kind of know. The comic book I never read, but this movie was really, really good. And Mr. Terrific, which is a good thing, and the Flash was as good as well, and was it Green Lantern in here? I can't remember. One thing I loved about this. Look at that. Bloody violence. When you see, if I see an animated movie of DC, when it says that, then you know it's going to be good. And I highly recommend, I mean, I'm not a big DC guy, but I highly recommend Injustice. Highly recommend it. Matter of fact, I should watch this again today. Last but not least, you guys already know what it is. Well, if you probably, tell you the truth, it's not Venom yet. I don't have Venom. So it's not that. But it is a Suicide Squad. The James Gunn version of Suicide Squad. This movie beats the first one hands down. Hands down beats the first one. Hands down. James Gunn, he basically took the formula for Guardians of the Galaxy and put it to DC, and boom. He made the lamest DC hero villains actually kind of cool. Like a detachable arm dude. The weasel rat thing. Ouch. Of course, King Shark was like one of the best parts of the movie. It was played by Sylvester Stallone. Polka Dot Man, which is kind of interesting. And the Calculator, was his Calculator? Was he called a Calculator? I can't. Peter Capaldi, which is one of my favorite actors, played the Calculator Man or Calculator or something. I don't know. Then all of a sudden, of course, they're fighting against Starro. And that's when it goes off. That's when it gets really off the wall, over the top. Number one, Starro is one of those kind of DC villains that it takes the whole freaking Justice League to fight and defeat. Not a bunch of low grade, B grade super villains. Oh my gosh. Wow. And of course, people die in this movie. And of course, Peacemaker, John Cena. I'm not a big John Cena fan for wrestling, but he was really funny in this movie. Him and Idris Elba going back and forth against each other. It was pretty funny, and I was laughing my ass off. Didn't like the idea of how they defeated Starro, but hey, what can you say? It was, in my opinion, a very fun movie to watch. Very fun movie to watch, and I do highly recommend this because James Gunn. Of course, his Guardians of the Galaxy #2 wasn't that great, but I guess every now and then you can goof up a little bit, I guess. But anyway, those are the mega movie reviews for this time period, and I'll do another one sooner or later. If you liked if you've seen any of these movies, let me know down below. Did you like any one of these movies? Let me know down below. If you didn't like it, let me know down below. Tell me what you think. But then again, like I said, I don't take my word for it, whether it's a good movie or not. Watch it for yourself. That's the only person who knows more about your taste is you. So that's why I don't pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes said Captain Marvel was a really crappy movie. I thought it was slightly enjoyable. I thought it was enjoyable, in my opinion. But anyway, who am I? I'm just a regular dude on the internet, talking crap on the internet about stuff that I like to do. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy your Saturday. Have a good day, have a better night, and take care of yourself as best as you possibly can. And without further ado, I just finished cleaning out my bathroom before I did this review. So my bathroom should be smelling very ammonially clean. And I'm thinking about going to the gym in this really cold winter day. Yay! But anyway, with that being said, thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with your family, your friends, your fiends, your enemies, anybody you want to share this to. Even the internet, even on Twitter. So share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it on. Put this stuff on OnlyFans if you want. I don't care. But anyway, with that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.